What's up, guys? It's Collin Coates from Built2wander. If you know me and you've been following along our series, you know that I love off-road vehicles. We've owned a two-door Bronco, recently replaced it, but we've built multiple 392s, tons of different Jeep builds, and I have yet to really spend a lot of time in the Ford Bronco Raptor. So really excited to be out here in Colorado with this Bronco Raptor behind me. If you've been following the Driving Line channel, you may be familiar with Matt Moghaddam, aka Desert Chief and host of Chasing Dust. He made the claim that the Bronco Raptor is the best off-road vehicle money can buy from the showroom floor. Today, I'm gonna test this thing out and we're gonna find out whether or not Built2wander agrees with Desert Chief. Before we do that, like this video, subscribe to the Driving Line channel, and let's go have some fun. So like I mentioned, a good buddy of mine, Matt Moghaddam, he contributes to the Driving Line channel. He's got his own series called Chasing Dust, and he owns a 2022 Ford Bronco Raptor. He claims it's the best off-road vehicle that money can buy off the showroom floor. Matt's got a ton of experience off-road. His is quite a bit different than mine though. Being out in Southern California, he does a lot more desert style stuff than I do, whereas I'm kind of doing more rock crawling than he is. And so for him, I think the Bronco probably is the best off-road vehicle. My style is different, but he did urge Jeep owners to get behind the wheel of a Bronco Raptor and find out for themselves just how good it is. So here I am. We've got the 2023 Ford Bronco Raptor behind me, and I wanted to really just kind of do a vehicle walk around, talk about all the cool things that you get with the Bronco Raptor, maybe compare it a little bit to the Jeep Wrangler 392 since those vehicles are in a similar class, and then finally talk about whether or not this Bronco is actually worthy of the Raptor name. You know, the F-150 Raptor's been around for 3 generations now. It's got a lot of clout in the desert and off-road scene out there, and so we're gonna see how this thing compares. So let's start with tires. The really cool thing about the Bronco Raptor is that it's actually designed around a 37-inch tire from the factory. So not only is it running a set of 37s, but the fenders have been opened up to allow full clearance of 37s. The suspension is designed around 37s. The drivetrain is designed around 37s. It's got, you know, a beefier rear axle, being that the Raptor comes with a Dana 50, whereas the Ford Bronco alternatively comes with a Dana 44. So they've really addressed all aspects of the vehicle to effectively run that 37-inch tire. Now with that, I will say, if you've seen Matt Moghaddam's initial review of the Bronco Raptor, the very first thing he did was swap out these BFG KO2s for a set of 37-inch Nitto Recon grapplers. The Recon grappler is really more true to size. It's actually a bit taller than this KO2, even though they're both claimed to be a 37-inch tire. But it's also a much more durable tire. It's got stiffer sidewalls, more resistance to puncture. I think those are some of the reasons that Matt did that. If I own this vehicle and we're building a Bronco Raptor, I would switch out to a set of Nittos, maybe the Trail Grappler, because that's kind of my favorite tire out here in Colorado. But point being, you don't have to do anything to run a 37. It comes that way, it's designed around it, and I just think that's really cool. Conversely, if you think about a Rubicon 392, which I have a lot of familiarity with, that comes with a 33-inch tire from the factory or a 35-inch tire if you upgrade to the Extreme Recon package. With the Bronco Raptor, you don't have to do any upgrading. You get a 37-inch tire. So to me, that's the best in the market at this time for off-road vehicles. Now going to suspension, one of the other areas that I'm really impressed with the Bronco Raptor is the coilovers. They are running a set of 3.1-inch diameter Fox live valve coilovers on all 4 corners of this thing. It's actually pretty cool. It feels really great on road, off-road, super comfortable. The badass thing about the Fox live valve is that it actually can change the dampening characteristics of the shock depending on the terrain and the feedback that it's receiving as you're driving through that terrain. So honestly, I think they did a really nice job with the suspension. To me, it's in line with, you know, kind of the ranks of the F-150 Raptor, and I'm really impressed with that. If you look at the Wrangler 392, you know, we spend 20-25 grand or more on suspension upgrades. The thing comes with a 2.0, 2-inch diameter shock from the factory. It's less than impressive. And so we go out, we spend all this money to upgrade the suspension, and with the Bronco Raptor, you just simply don't have to do that. And even if you were to say buy a non-Raptor, let's say you get a Bronco Badlands like we had, you could go out, spend 15, 20, 25 grand on suspension, get trailing arms, coilovers, you know, high-end components, and it still won't be quite as good as the Bronco Raptor because this thing was engineered around this setup. Moving on from suspension to powertrain, the Bronco Raptor comes with a twin-turbo V6 that has 418 horsepower and 440 pounds-per-foot of torque. Honestly, it's got plenty of power. It's all been designed around that 37-inch tire like I mentioned earlier, and driving it out here in the snow or even on the roads, it has plenty of pep. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's very spirited. So I would agree with Matt Moghaddam when he says that you really don't need a V8. Now, being that I have a 392 with a 6.4 liter Hemi, I kind of prefer the V8. I like the sound, I like the consistent power band, and the Wrangler 392 has quite a bit more horsepower. It's got 470 horsepower, 470 pounds per foot of torque. So to me, it is superior in that way. But again, I don't think that you're missing anything with the Bronco Raptor, and I think Ford did a really good job kind of maximizing the power and potential out of that twin-turbo V6. Most folks, when they're looking at spending the money for a Ford Bronco Raptor or a Jeep Wrangler 392, it's not usually just a dedicated off-road vehicle. So a lot of times people are actually daily driving these vehicles, trying to get, you know, the most out of their investment. And I know Matt Moghaddam does that with his Bronco Raptor. So I wanted to talk about the creature comforts because that has a lot to do with the comfortability of this vehicle on the day-to-day. So this particular Raptor behind me has a really nice blue interior with orange accents. It's got orange seat belts, orange stitching across the dash and the seats. They just did a really nice job tying in those accent colors. It's got some carbon fiber accents in the steering wheel and the dash in some different areas. And it also has heated seats and powered seats. Up until 2024, the Wrangler never came with powered seats. So, I mean, I'm spending 90 grand on a Wrangler 392 and it doesn't have powered seats. To me, that's a little disappointing. The other nice thing about the Bronco Raptor is it's got a huge screen inside. It's got a really nice infotainment setup and a really nice sound system. I think that both of those are a bit nicer than what you find in the Jeep Wrangler 392. Now, again, beyond 2024, the Wrangler 392 is getting a bit nicer, but with that, the price is going up. So I do think Ford kind of edged out the Wrangler 392 there with the Bronco Raptor. It's something I'm really impressed with, and it makes this vehicle really, really comfortable on the day-to-day. So with that, we're gonna get out here. We got plenty of snow to go have a ton of fun in. We're gonna whip this thing around, see how much fun it is off-road, and we'll circle back with our thoughts.
Way too much fun.
So there you have it, guys, the Ford Bronco Raptor in all its glory. Now, having spent so much seat time behind the wheel of a Jeep Wrangler 392 and now having gotten to experience the Bronco Raptor, I would say that those two vehicles truly are the best off-road vehicles money can buy from the showroom floor. If you're someone like Matt Moghaddam who loves the desert scene, going fast, and the comfortability of the independent front suspension, then I think the Bronco probably is the best off-road vehicle money can buy. But if you're like me, conversely, you like rock crawling, you like the finesse in the rocks, hitting trails like the Rubicon or Hell's Revenge in Moab, I do think the Jeep Wrangler 392 is the better vehicle. Matt made a point that a solid axle gives you a bit more articulation, but 90% of people don't need that. I think I fall in that 10%. But again, the rest of the population who's not doing the hardcore stuff, if you've got the coin for one, the Bronco Raptor can't be beat. With that being said, drop me a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this debate. Is it the Ford Bronco Raptor or the Jeep Wrangler 392 that's better? And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.
Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.